I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. And the real thing. I'd like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing.
Game on.
Hey there, game gurus. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at something that's a huge thing for me, something that I really do enjoy, and that's a nice Coca-Cola. It's my favorite drink. I drink way too much of it. Too many people tell me that, but I do like my Coca-Cola. So New Wave Toys came out with a 1/6 scale Coca-Cola vending machine that actually cools drinks. So we're going to take a look at that today, do a little unboxing, and kind of take a look at this new thing from New Wave Toys. It's a Coca-Cola Classic vending machine. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's the box from New Wave Toys. Now they do ship a box in a box, and this time I will say this box is taking a little bit of a hitting from UPS. A little damage there. I think that was really it. I think there's some damage on there. Not too bad on the outside of the box, but let's see what we have on the inside of the box here. So we have our typical shipping crate that they ship things in. So let's get this out of this box. Now I do hand it to New Wave Toys. Now they do go through the expense of putting boxes in boxes. Let's get these things out of the way here. Put it to the side. And let's take a look. We can see that this box did take a little bit of a hit. You see it's fine on this side right here. Fine on this side right here. But right here, the box did take a bit of a hit. So it's a little disappointing for me because I do collect these. And of course it's not New Wave Toys' fault. This is definitely something that happened during shipping. But the box did take a hit there. So from a collector standpoint, for me, that kind of sucks, but it's nothing to do with New Wave Toys. The box itself is really nice. Again, Glenn, no one cares about boxes but you. I know. That's true. So let's open this thing up right here. They do have, I'm just noticing here, they have a serial number, RACC of Coca-Cola 001. So that's kind of neat. It does do not fork this side. This is just really nice. It's just a shame the box got damaged, and actually got damaged in two spots. So there's a spot here too. Double bummer for me. So we got a shot down here. And up here. Well, nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. Let's see if the items inside were protected. And it looks, at first sight, that it is. We can take a look at that here. It's in the shrink wrap. You have the Coca-Cola vending machine right here. And this thing has a couple of firsts, which we'll get into in the video. Let's get it out of this box and see how well this internal box is. You can see right here again. The box took a slam right there, and there was another spot, and it took a slam down there. Not happy, but again, nothing to do with New Wave Toys. And it looks like, yeah, there is some damage to the box. So there's some damage down here in that lower spot in here, which again, from a collector standpoint, it kind of sucks. Everything else looks okay. It just, that one corner there in the box, you can see, took a bit of a hit, and that sucks. But the actual box itself, you can see right here, they do a nice job. But it is shrink wrapped. You have the Coca-Cola vending machine here, which looks really good. If I had it right side up, that is. There we go. So what's kind of good about this one is the machine does light up, and actually dispenses little Coca-Cola cans. You can put in two Coca-Cola cans, or I think one bottle inside this. It's an electronic cooling system in here. The buttons work. You have the little coins, which is the new thing they did here. So in their new arcade machines, I believe like Ghouls and Ghosts and Ghosts and Goblins, you actually drop coins in to put in your credits. And that's kind of what they did right here. So you put in 50 cents, they give you some coins, and you can press these buttons to dispense the cans. LED, and again, it's just Coca-Cola, which is much better than Pepsi. I'm sorry, Pepsi sucks.
What would you rather, Coca-Cola or Pepsi? 100% Coca-Cola. I've always been a Coca-Cola guy. Pepsi's not bad, but you know.
Just my opinion. I think P-Dubs is a big Pepsi drinker. Sorry, P-Dubs. Pepsi stinks. Let's get this open over here. Take off the shrink wrapping here. As best I can. Come on, shrink wrap. There we go. And of course, the one thing Glenn doesn't save is shrink wrap. That can go away. But the box itself looks really, really good. They do a really quality job here with the boxes that I use. Very vibrant colors. Again, this brings back the old 80s Coca-Cola vending machines on here. I know that Cool Toy did a really in-depth video on when these machines were put out and what slogans used during what time frame. You can check his video out. But very, very nice. Oh, the box did get up here too. Dang it! The box got you. All right, Glenn's got to start. Get away from the box. Stop looking about the box. Let's see what's inside the box. No one cares about the box but you, Glenn. So let's open the sucker up and see what we do have inside here. So I'm going to tilt it forward to give you guys a little bit of a better view. And we have some foam here on the top. And look at that. The vending machine, which we really care about, looks like it's in really good shape. It's in a nice plastic bag, but let's get this out of this bag. Sometimes you have to tilt it forward. It's got some good weight to it, I'll say that. Come on, come out of the box. Come on. Again, this is a functional fridge, uses like an electromagnet, electrochromatic, whatever you call it, cooling system. It's not an actual compressor with Freon, but it's an electronic cooling. It's got a really nice weight to it. Dang. Now the rest of the box inside looks to be empty. Might be stuff inside, because I know they do include other things. So the box itself is empty. I'll put this aside and try not thinking about the damage to the boxes. No! Again, and the shrink wrap here, I'm going to take it out. On the shrink wrap. And at first look, this thing looks really, really nice. It's got a good weight to it as well. The plastic, and this is not going to be wood, this is going to be plastic, and it is plastic, probably plastic and some metal. But very nice details here. You got the little buttons that actually do depress. The little Coca-Cola cans here. It's 50 cents. It looks like you can press this button right here probably to dispense a can if you can't get 50 cents in there. A dollar bill slot that does not work. It's a shame. Too bad they put a little motor just to suck in the dollars. They do include dollars in here. And it looks really, really nice. On the side here, it looks like they have a New Wave Toys sticker to keep the door closed, which of course I have to take that off. And there is a little scratch. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a little scratch in my plastic right there. Oops. Got a little scratch. A little black mark will take care of that, I am sure. On the back, we do have our different modes. I think it's just the lights on and then the cooling. This does take a 12-volt power adapter on here. There's two large cooling fans back here. And of course, the logo again on the side. And well, I'm going to have to take this little decal off, I assume, over here. So let me see if I can get that off nicely and neatly. I think the stickers are to keep the door closed. I think all the items like the power supply and everything's inside there. I was able to move that sticker. I think I'm going to put the sticker on the back. If I could save it somewhere, it would be kind of nice. Maybe I can put you there. I'll stick it there on the side. Alright, so now this thing should open up. And it's got it actually feels like a fridge. It's got that refrigerator feel when you're opening up the refrigerator and wants to close like the magnet. So that's kind of neat. So we can see inside here real close. This is where you're going to put in your cans. I'm not sure how it's dispensed. Maybe pull this open. Looks like that's how you do it. Oh, there we go. So you can put your cans in here through the dispenser. And I don't know if I had to pull that out of the way. I didn't have to pull that all the way. I don't know. Oops. We have a piece of foam here, obviously. And we have a little bag here of some items. Take a look at this little bag in a second. This to the side. This looks like our power supply. This would be our power supply to start the fridge to cool down your cans. Another piece of foam. And it is aluminum inside here. And it is plastic, which is to kind of be expected. But this is aluminum here. And we have another bag. So let's start going through these bags. I'll open this bag first here since I took it out last. I'll open it up at first, see what's kind of in here. The first thing, it looks like a very heavy pair of tweezers. And it looks like the bag is sealed. So unfortunately, you're going to have to rip the bags to get in here. And I hate ripping these things, but I'm not going to have a choice. Glenn's a bit of a crazy collector. Very, my God, this thing's very heavy. A pair of tweezers. You say, why are they including tweezers? Well, the coins are very tiny. My hands might be okay, but some people have really big hands, might not be able to get the coins in there. So a very heavy pair of tweezers. And what else we have inside here? This little bag, I'm going to assume, it looks like dollar bills. Let's see. Yes. How many do we get? Looks like we got $2 bills. Of course, these are counterfeit, but they look pretty good. You can kind of see it on there as best you can. So you get $2 bills.
Johnny.
4 weeks. 20 papers, that's $2 plus tip.
Gee, Johnny, I don't have a dime. Sorry.
Didn't ask for a dime. $2.
Well, it's funny. See, my mom had to leave early to take my brother to school and my dad to work because...
$2. Cash.
Put them on the side for a moment. And we also, of course, get coins. Now, they've included coins all the way back from their very first release, but they were not used for anything other than having little coins. These you can deposit in the machine to put in, you know, enough money to get a can of soda. In this case, and I do call it soda, I don't call it pop. It's Coca-Cola soda. And there is a manual here for the vending machine, and they give you some details, obviously, on the machine, all the different parts here. Number 11, what do they call number 11? 11 is the can guide rail. Number 10, where's 10? There's a coin collecting box. Oh, we have a coin collecting box. Let's see how that comes out. Oh, there it is. A little coin collecting box. It's got a little piece of foam on the side here to keep it in. And that's kind of neat. So you put your coins in, let's say you get your coins back. I wonder how this goes. This is, I'll have to look. I gotta see how to get the cans in. I guess the cans just go in here. They drop down. That's my guess. And let's see what we have in this manual here. Let's see, we have 8. 8 is going to be our power switch for vending off and on. So vending mode is just going to be, you get your cans coming out when you're displaying it, but on is going to be your cooling. And that's what it says right here. So vending machine function, insert 2 mini coins into the coin slot or press the credit button red twice to register a credit. Beverage selection buttons will light up and we'll be able to get a can. Okay. So it's fairly straightforward. Now they're claiming cooling. The unit cools an average of 35 to 40 degrees below ambient room temperature. So that might be good. It says it takes about 2 to 4 hours to really chill completely. And there is water condensation that does happen inside the machine. Okay, so let me put this down for a second. So in this other bag here, let's see what we have in this bag. Okay, the one thing we have here is it's a plastic tray. Now, if you're putting in a bottle, it will take 1 bottle. But if you're putting in cans, you're going to need this tray. I'm assuming this tray kind of, I guess, goes in just like so. Like that. And let's see, I got 2 cans here right now. So, yes, 1 can does fit there. And my understanding is they have this little New Wave Toys vending machine piece of foam. I believe it goes down here, but they have their little logo on there. So I don't know if I want to use that in there. I don't want to ruin that. But just for display purposes, let's just see, we can put in 2 cans right there, 2 cans of Coca-Cola. Now there should be another thing here of, I don't see it anywhere. Maybe it's inside here. There should be a bunch of little mini cans. But let me get this thing open and see what we have inside here. Sometimes not so easy to get things open without ruining the boxes. Again, Glenn, no one cares but you, but I do care. Yes, okay. So inside here, where I believe the AC is, ooh, here are the 6-pack of Coca-Cola mini cans, and these things have a good weight, which means these are probably solid. I'm assuming aluminum. I'm not sure, but they're solid. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And then last not least, inside this box is the actual power adapter, and this is a little different for them. So normally they had just power cables. This, I'm gonna say it's a problem. This is gonna go in the back of your machine, but this is a large power brick. And the only problem I see with this is if you collect a lot of New Ways Toys items, you're gonna probably have a power strip, and this is gonna take up a large part of that power strip. I would rather have seen, no problem having a brick, but I would rather have a cord coming out with a small plug. Again, you can get a small extension cord at a dollar store, I guess, but this is something I wouldn't particularly be fond of, this large power brick. That looks like everything that's in here, so let's put some of this stuff aside for a minute. So what we do want to do is we don't want to put our cans in here, and the cans are shrink wrapped, so let's get these suckers out of this little shrink wrap here. Okay, so I have it plugged in right now. You can see the little light on here showing that the machine's active. This is in the, this is in the vending mode. This is in the vending mode. It's just a vending machine, which means it's not actually cooling anything. I do like when you close it, it very much feels like a refrigerator, even though, you know, it's obviously not, but it does keep these cans cool. So we have some mini coins here, dollar bill, and we have these little tiny cans of Coke, which these guys feel, again, very solid. If I get one out of here. Here we go. So these things are definitely solid. I'm not sure what's being focused on the camera, but these are definitely not hollow. They definitely have a wraparound graphic on a solid piece of, I'm assuming it's aluminum. It could be some other metal, I don't know. But it definitely looks like a little can, which is kind of cool on there. So what we do is we open this up, and on the inside door, these cans would go in here, like so. And that's when that little tweezers, I guess, will help. Because again, this is small. Let's put it in like this. This is, I guess, half the fun. Trying to get these cans in properly. Let's try that again. There we go. There's one can. Follow your nose. 2 can.
Just follow my nose. It's always nose.
Oops. Just gonna make sure that they go in straight, and they'll go right down. I actually might have, these are really high quality metal ones. I might have preferred plastic ones, because I worry about them scratching the artwork on the cans as I put these in. I definitely do not want to happen. So maybe just for future, although these are really awesome and they're metal and they're definitely quality, plastic might have been better, or plastic lining in here. I could probably put something on there to do it, because I'm just worried about pressing too hard and actually scratching the artwork on the cans as I rotate these inside here. So even with my small hands, I think they're still a little too big to properly put these in. And it's like operation. We got to get it in just right. But there, my cans are in. And right now the machine is off. Let me get these 2 things out of the way. The machine is actually off, but I have this little guy right here which gives the temperature. So let's see what it says inside right now. The machine is on in vending machine mode, but not in on cooling mode. So right now it's saying these cans are about 70.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Do that again. Yeah, I'm getting 71 degrees Fahrenheit. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's about 70 degrees in here right now with the machine off at this time. So if I close this right now, we're just going to try a couple of things out before we actually put it into vending machine. I'm sorry, put it into the on mode. and let it sit for a couple hours and let it try and cool the cans. So at least we got a good baseline. Now the outside of the machine is again about 70 degrees. My room, let's see what the room temperature is about 69 degrees, so it's a little cool down here. But they do give these little dollar bills. You get these little dollar bills. Now it would have been cool if you could at least put them in, even if it didn't do anything, but you can't. It goes in maybe an eighth of an inch and then it stops. So oh well with that, can't put in dollar bills, but you can put in the coins. Now what you can do is you can press this twice. You see all these light up. So you can press any one of these and it should dispense a can. Now I know some people have already been making decals to put like Sprite and 7-Up and other things on here. I'll probably leave mine the way it is, but let me press a button. And a can did come out. And ooh, 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 yeah. Tweezers are probably going to be the norm.
Operate. Where's the dog?
It's Operation the Wacky Doctor's game where you're the wacky doctor. Batteries not included.
I blew it. My turn. Take out asparagus for $100.
It takes a steady hand because if you touch the side...
Here goes his funny bone. Don't get nervous. I did it. That's $200.
Operation, a game from Milton Bradley.
For this, to do anything, like so, and that's kind of okay. I mean, this is not something you can be doing all the time. So here's one can of Coke. Now I'm going to try the coins. I'm going to try the coins with my fingers. Again, I don't have the hugest fingers for sure for a guy. But let's see if I can put them in here. So right here it says 50 cents. You got to put in 2. It took 1. It took 2. And you can see they're all lit up here. And it dispensed another can. I'm trying my hand one more time. No. Ain't going to work. You're going to need these tweezers for sure. But I do wish, again, if a grab like this is fine. I just don't want to destroy the artwork on the cans by gripping on the sides. So if I open this thing back up, let's open this thing back up one more time. Maybe I can drop them in this way. I don't know. I don't think it's going to go in properly, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it did drop. Okay. So I guess you can grip on the sides or go to the dollar store and get a plastic pair of tweezers. Okay, they both went in okay. Now in here there should be 2 coins that I dropped in to try this out. And sure enough, there are my coins. They're there. So I'm going to put them back down here again. So the next thing to really do is I'm going to put this all back together. And again, I'll do one more temperature check on this guy right here. Still says about 71 degrees. You guys can see that right there. Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. USA. 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 In any case, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to switch this over to the on mode. And actually there is an electronics in here that's electronically cool. It's not using Freon or anything like that. It's not like a real refrigerator. But that's why this thing has some good weight. I mean, this thing feels like it's got some heft. Let me turn this thing on. And there are 2 fans running in the back. And I've heard other people say they're really loud. I will say you're going to know that they're there. If you have any fan in the house, you know, any type of small cooling fan, PC fan, type of that, it's the same type of noise you're going to hear. Is it completely silent? No. But then again, a regular refrigerator at times and even small personal refrigerators are not quiet. But it does make enough noise where initially you're going to know it's doing it. But I do believe if it's left on all the time, you will go ear deaf to it. You won't notice the sound over time. So we're going to let this thing sit for a couple of hours. And we're going to come back and we'll see how the cooling does. But one thing I will do, I'm going to turn the lights off for a second. I've heard people state, like right now if I'm looking at this logo, it is lit up, but it's a very bright lit room. I don't see any hot spots. But other people said they have seen some hot spots. So I'm going to kill the light. And let's see how the hot spots come out. So I'm not sure how well it's coming on the camera. I will say there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see where the actual LEDs are. Some people said it's too distracting. And I'm going to say that it is slightly noticeable. They may have been able to use a different kind of reflective coating inside or diffuser in there, but it's not. I've seen some people say it's pretty bad. On my machine, I'm going to say it is not horrible. It's noticeable, and I think also it's one of those things that if you leave on, you'll kind of get used to it and not notice it. But the room has to be completely dark to see it. But it is definitely not normally what you would see from like a New Wave Toys like a LED, a marquee that's lit up. They're usually very, very cleanly done. There are definitely some hot spots, but I don't think that, again, is horrible. But I do hope if they do something like this in the future, they can get a better kind of diffuser in here to really knock out those hot spots. Again, New Wave Toys is very good with the details, and I'm sure they tried their best, but you could definitely see some of the spots on here that are doing it, but not too bad. But the little green LED and the red LED here look really, really good. I'm going to press it twice, and you can see how all these other LEDs light up. The machine really does look nice. There's no question about it. But at this point, I'm just going to let this thing sit for a couple of hours. They say about 2 hours. So I'll come back in 2 hours and see how much those two cans cool from about 71 degrees and see what they're at. I'm dying for a drink of Coke. It's been a couple hours myself. I need my Coke fix. So we'll be back soon. I have this running about 2 hours right now. And you know, it actually feels cool. This feels cool and stuff. I'm going to take a little measurement here and see what this says on the outside. The outside is saying 66 degrees. So let's go take a look and see what the inside of the unit is going to be. I'm going to open this thing up. It's saying 59.9 degrees in 2 hours. I'm getting 51 degrees here. Let's try that again. 53 degrees. So it's all 55.9. I'll let it cool a little bit longer, but you can definitely feel the drinks are getting cooled down. So we'll try it again in 1 more hour. Give it 3 hours total. Okay, it's been running for about 4 hours now. And let's do a quick check here. I'm getting about 47 degrees. So that's pretty cool. If I take the can out, there is some condensation built in. It's some ice, looks like. It was saying that spot right there is about 30. Oop, let's do that again. About 40 degrees. So I think it does cool fairly well. And again, the fans do make a little noise, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. But as a display piece, it's pretty cool. But let me give you some final thoughts. Now that we see that it does cool some Coca-Cola cans, and I can have myself a nice cold Coke. That's pretty cool. Well, it is cool because it's in the fridge. So let me give you my final thoughts of the New Wave Toys Coca-Cola vending machine. Well, this is actually a very cool thing that they're doing right now. I mean, they started with the REPLICAs, they made boom boxes and other things. So these things are kind of neat. It's not going to be for everyone, obviously, but if you're a collector and you want to put this next to your other 1/6 scale arcade machines and items, it's going to fit right along with that. Now, this never claims to be like a freezer or a refrigerator. It's an electronic cooling device. It will cool a couple of cans of soda or water or a glass bottle in here, which is kind of neat. And that alone, making it functional, which is kind of cool about New Wave Toys, you can see there's some condensation built up in there. And that's actually what this is for. This really is for putting at the bottom to get that condensation. I don't know if I'll use this because it looks too cool. I may just put something else down there, a paper towel or something, when condensation is built up in there. But the machine is well built. I mean, it's got a lot of weight to it due to the electronics and the fans in the back. That's the good part. I mean, it's kind of cool also that they function. They actually take coins now. The dollar doesn't work, that's okay, but it does take coins and you can press what you want on there. I've already seen people in the community making different decals for like Sprite and 7-Up and Sunkist and other things you can put on here. Someone did a Pepsi, sacrilege, but someone did do a Pepsi on here. The only negatives I really see on here, again, there was some damage in shipping, nothing new with New Wave Toys, that was definitely the shipper. And there's a couple of marks on the unit. Again, that's nothing new with New Wave Toys, that was from the shipper. The big complaint I've seen in the community and other posters and other YouTubers is the hot spots of the LEDs. I have to admit, it is there. For me, it's not too big a detractor. Some people really, it is bothering them. I don't think it's that bad. I would like to see if they do anything in the future to come up with a better way to diffuse those LEDs so the lighting is more uniform. But it definitely is noticeable, but I don't think it's as bad as people have been saying that it's like blaring you in the face. But I have to let you know that it is in fact there. The little Coke cans here, they're actually cool right now because they're inside the fridge with the larger bottle, so they do cool down. I would like to see, I know this is really cool, and they give a really high quality one here. I actually would like to see a plastic one, just so you don't scratch anything with the tongs. They got a couple of dollar bills in here, but again, overall, once again, NWT Toys did a nice job. I think the only thing that I would complain about are the LED hotspots that are on here. But again, it's not as bad, I think, as some people say. You have to look at it yourself to know for sure. But again, it is a vending machine. Coca-Cola, my favorite soft drink. I drink way too much of that. It's kind of cool. The buttons do work. It does accept coins. It would have been nice if you could just put the dollar in. Not even electronic, just be able to slide the dollar into a compartment. Since the coins did accept it, it did include dollars. It'd be just kind of nice. That's nitpicking. But overall, I think it's really, really neat. And, you know, for the price, NWT Toys is once again making a nice little out-of-the-box think with these little products right here. And I can't wait next for Zoltar to come out. That's one of my favorite things. But that's it for this video. If you did like it, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you wish, if you do like the video content. But again, as cool as this thing is, and again, pun, it does cool, it does work. And again, the fans are not that loud. Some people can say that, you know, it's very noisy. It's really not that noisy. Again, in the background, after a while, you probably wouldn't even hear it anymore. But the fans do make noise. But outside of that, these are really cool and fun, but not the same as family and friends. Make sure you always tell your family and friends you love them, because tomorrow is never promised. And again, when you see something from NWT Toys you might want to grab, I would say grab it, because they're limited runs, and then you'll be on eBay paying scalper prices. And I do think this is kind of cool, and it's functional. Put it on your desk, at your job, keep your sodas, water, whatever you want, and they're cool. Even a sandwich, why not? But that's it for today's video. I do appreciate you guys, once and all. And remember, no matter what you do, no matter how you drink your soft drinks, remember to game on.
Are you looking for that arcade experience at home, but you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds? Then you need the GRS Build Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build Cade is a very simple, easy to assemble, 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build Cade.
Game on.
Sit, Blue, sit. Good dog.